Chief Todd Wilcox and Officer Cahill from the Dover Department. It'd be very brief, the comments I have today, but the Dover Police received a 911 call at approximately 7:24 in the evening. The call came from a family member who was doing a well-being check at the residence of 8 Wilson's Way to check on family members. That individual entered the property and he did find an apparent victim at that time, and that he immediately had called 911 to report it. The Dover Police immediately responded. 3 individuals who are all residents of the home were found to be deceased. They are Tina Kamal, K-A-M-A-L, Ariana Kamal, Tina, T-E-N-A, is 54, Ariana Kamal is 18, and Rakesh Kamal, 57. All residents and family members. I would say this is an event to remember that domestic violence crisis crosses all economic and social situations. During the search of the premises, the state police did find a firearm on the premises. The medical examiner has taken the case and will determine the cause and manner of death maybe as soon as today. We expect autopsies to occur very soon, but it's clear that this is a confined situation to this individual dwelling, and there's no threat to the residents of the town. If you, for those, especially any time of year, but even times get difficult around the holidays, if you feel unsafe in your relationship, we want to remind people there's help out there and available safety planning. You can talk to your specific situations. The Mass SafeLink Domestic Violence Hotline has a number, and I'd ask if you could post that. It would be helpful to a lot of people, I hope, at this time of year. 877-785-2020. And they have operators that are bilingual and can get access to multilingual help and assistance. And the state also has a crisis helpline at 988, which again, emphasis on mental health, but they can also refer people to any kind of services that they may need. This is very unfortunate, and our heart goes out to the entire Kamal family on this terrible tragedy.
Is the early thinking that this was a murder-suicide?
I'm not going to comment what it is. I'll tell you that there's a gun on the premises. All 3 people, obviously, it was apparent to those who went in that there was that they were deceased. I just leave it at that.
And so, the 2 older individuals, were they married, and the younger individual was their child?
That's my understanding.
Where were they found any surviving members of the family?
Well, there are relatives both here and abroad, but I think that's the entire family membership.
Clear in that family.
In that family, but there are extended family that does, live here and also abroad, which is, it took a little while to make sure we had the disclosures to the family before we could talk to you.
Can you tell us where the bodies were found in the house?
No, I won't tell you that at this time.
How long do we think the bodies had been in there? We saw boxes outside.
Well, again, I would suggest to you that the medical examiner will determine that period of time. I can't tell you specifically that it happened last night, and so we're waiting for further information on that.
What kind of gun?
The handgun is
I'm not. I don't know who it was registered to at this time. That's part of the ongoing investigation, and I will not tell you at this time where it was found. But it was found. I guess I would say it was found near the husband. I'll just leave it at that.
Had the police been called to the home
concerned
before?
about them
No,
went to the house? Was it because they didn't show up for Christmas? Was there a reason
No.
why they went to the
I
house?
believe that a family member may live in the area and had been in contact with them and hadn't heard from them in a day or two, and happened to go over to just go by the house to check on them, and that's what they found. There's been no police reports. There's been no problems, no domestic issues, no nothing at that house or in the entire neighborhood that I'm aware of.
So there are no suspects being sought?
And any of the reasons for what may have happened is part of the ongoing investigation.
So what gives you confidence there's no outside party involved?
Well, there was no sign of any kind of a break-in, and the fact that how it played out to investigators, and we're waiting for the medical examiner to make that final determination. But I think I'm led to believe that it's safe for me to tell you that this is probably a domestic incident. So I will leave it at that.
Did neighbors hear gunfire or report any gunfire in
The-
the area?
I'm not. The only call was the one call from the relative who came to do the well-being check. It's in a nice neighborhood. It's a safe community, and I'm not aware that any of the neighbors were aware of anything at all.
Are you familiar with a lien on this house?
I'm not familiar with any of the financial situation.
When was the last homicide in Dover? You know,
2020,
2020.
yeah.
And before that?
I don't think I ever had one before that.
Okay.
So
Did you say
that's
how
at least a dozen years. So
Okay.
it's very rare to have this kind of a violence situation in almost in any community in Norfolk County, and particularly Dover. It's a small, well-run, well-policed community, but like everybody else, that there are problems out there that can affect no matter where you live. That some of this comes through in every community we have in Norfolk County, and a lot of times the violence we see in Norfolk County are people who are related to each other, unfortunately. So.
What's your message to the Dover community?
Dover community is to say a prayer, and you know, their hearts should go out for the entire Kamal family, and that they should feel safe. You know, they have a good police department, and this is just an isolated incident, very unfortunate for those involved in the extended Kamal family.
Do you tend to see things like this around Christmas, around New Year's, the holiday season?
I hate to see it at any time, but you know, it's just, I can't tell you that. I think some of the tensions that people feel in relationships often come out around the holidays, which is why we try to get the message out, and I'm asking you to do that as well. But we see it all times of the year. I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, it's the nature of the county. Every county in the Commonwealth has different things that occur. As you know, that our priorities tend to be, if there is a murder, it's usually someone who knows somebody.
Was
And
the youngest victim a Dover High School student?
I don't believe so. We've not been able to confirm that.
Do we know where she went to school?
I do. She went to Middlebury.
Middlebury?
And she
So-
was a recent grad of Milton Academy?
I can't confirm that.
Are you a dad? Like, I can't imagine having to go inside a home and find this 2 days out from the holiday, and we're just approaching the New Year's holiday and New Year's
I
Eve.
can't imagine whether you're a dad or not, or just any kind of a family member, that it's tragic. I mean, we see this too much and too often across the Commonwealth, which is why we place such an emphasis on domestic violence and prosecuting domestic violence, and also trying to get people help. I mean, you know, none of us like to see anybody locked up. You know, we would rather get people to get help and assistance when they need it, and this is just very, very unfortunate, because not only does it affect the Kamal family, but it goes out to the entire Dover community. And I think because of the message you people send out, it will ring true across not only Norfolk County, but across the Commonwealth. We don't like to see incidents like this, and it's just, you know, it's saddening, really. So,
Have you been in touch with Milton Academy or Middlebury
no,
College?
no, not, I have not, but I can't tell you someone else hasn't been.
Can you tell us the ages again? of
I
the
can.
victims?
The Tina, T-E-N-A, Kamal, 54, Ariana, 18, and Rakesh, R-A-K-E-S-H, is 57.
And were all three shot?
I just say there was a gun involved, and so I'm waiting for the medical examiner to come back with the cause and manner of death. But that's why I'm telling you there was a gun found and a gun involved.
You said the gun was found near the husband.
That's all I have to say on that matter.
Thank you very much.
Sir, Tina is T-E-E-N-A
T-E-E-N-A.
online? You
Yeah,
said
two
two E's, right?
E's.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
All right, thank you all for